Hey, have you had to deal with some inner child wounds? Have you felt dead inside, emotionless, numb to things? Dreams have died. You're growing in age, but spiritually you're dead, or emotionally you're dead because you've had to detach, disassociate because of trauma that you may have experienced, pain that you may have experienced, and so you felt dead inside. Well, let me give you a quick word that blessed me, and I felt like it would bless you. And you're gonna hear this from me again because there's so much in it. It's so rich. It's so many nuggets. It's very empowering, affirming, confirming that Jesus heals. So check out Mark, because I've been in Mark. Baby, Mark been on the mark. Go to Mark 5, start at 21, and you go all the way to 5, 21, and 43. I'm not going to read it out to you. You got to do your study and show yourself approved, so you got to get in there yourself. I'm going to give you a quick overview. So there was this father named Jairus, and he went to Jesus because his daughter was dying. So we're going to talk about the little girl in you, that may have died because of whatever may have happened. And so because the little girl in you died, the representative of the woman in you is not living. She's just existing. She's just doing the things that she's supposed to do. Maybe going to work, maybe even attending church. But she's just existing. She's not showing any emotions. She's just numb. She may not have trust with others. She may not have healthy relationships. She may be closed off because the little girl in her died. And you know what? She may didn't have a father who knew to go to Jesus because his daughter was dying. Or the father may even been the cause of the little girl dying. But Jesus hears you. All you got to do is just say, Jesus, I need you, and I promise you he'll be there. And you know, when I talked a few days ago about there's a process in your healing. Sometimes we want to rush our healing, but sometimes there's a process in your healing. And don't let anyone tell you that just because you believe in God and you have the faith that you don't have feelings. You're supposed to have feelings. But what I tell you is don't allow your feelings to be bigger than God, because they're not. And you have to trust God with your feelings, trust him with your trauma, trust him with all parts of your heart. Because if not, then the trauma begins to take over you, and the trauma begins to be your God, your idol. You begin to worship the trauma and think that your trauma or your pain is bigger than God, and it's not. But what I want to tell you quickly is there's so many nuggets in this Mark. And I don't want to go on for long, but it was so many nuggets in it. When the father had went out and he had found Jesus, and he said his daughter was dying, and he came back, and the people told him that it's no need to trouble the teacher because she's already dead. And that's why I keep reiterating that it is imperative who you are around when you're in crisis situations, when you are emotionally weak. You have to be mindful of who you're around. They may be your best bud. They may be your favorite cousin. They may be your ace, but they don't have the spiritual or the emotional intelligence, the spiritual capacity to help you through what you're going through. And sometimes when they are sick from not being healed, for the little girls being dead in them, therefore, they begin to contaminate your faith, weaken your faith, because they're speaking out of their pain, their hope, hurt. That little girl in them is speaking, and not the woman in them is speaking. And therefore, they begin to make you feel like, oh, well, this is a hopeless situation. So those people, when Jesus was like, she not dead, she just sleeping. So have you went to sleep on yourself? If you went to sleep on yourself, just imagine. And this is what Jesus said. He said, Talitha kumi, which is Aramaic for little girl arise. And if you look in the other versions, little girl, get up. So tell the little girl in you to get up. You're not dead. You was just sleeping. So now it's time to wake up on yourself. Just imagine Jesus taking you by your hand and saying, Talitha kumi, little girl, get up. So I'm telling you, Jesus is saying, little girl, arise. Little girl, get up. Little girl, walk into your healing. You're not dead. You was just sleeping. But now it's time to wake up on you. So little girl, arise. Drink your water. That is words affirming, teaching, encouraging, and restoring. Love, peace. Take care.